Hello, and welcome to Grab Bag Crafting today. I'm glad you dropped in. Today should be a short video because I'm just going to review this little journal. And this is, I guess I kind of call it a junkish journal. It's got basically one sentence in it, and it is made from cardboard box as usual. And I use a lot of playing cards in this. I use die cuts to fill out the spaces and give the cover a more pleasing a more pleasing look. I used this flap that I covered with Mod Podge so it would be more likely to stick in or just to stay put once it's used to stick underneath the cards in order to close. So I just always like to have my pages match when you open the book. That's something that I find pleasing, so that's what I always do. This one signature. I said one sentence at any rate. Okay, I'll get my words together sooner or later. Anyway, I like putting this in the front because when I get ready to present it to whatever friend I decide to present it to, I can write a nice inscription right there. And, so I leave that space for that. First page is the other side of this. So I used a nice napkin to cover it, and that made kind of a nice visual for the first page. Next page is a collage. And this collage is kind of a mix of a lot of the papers that I've used inside, and it kind of indicates cards, because there's a lot of use of cards in this little journal. On the other side is kind of what I'm hoping for your summer or for the summer of my friend, that you can kind of go wild and feel bright and just have a really nice summer. Little bit of, here and there, we've got our little ephemera. Now here is where, I know this is not your vintage typeface or anything, because I'm afraid to admit that I'm not afraid to admit it. I just get bored after a while with vintage. So I kind of mix the two. And so we've got our bicycle, we've got our enjoy to write on, maybe talk about something that the person does in the summer that they really enjoyed, or just put pictures here, make stickers, whatever. More writing space or sticker space, whatever. And here we kind of get the hint that there's probably going to be some flip-flops up in here, because you know what? I think, what is it? The Elizabethan, whatever era, the Victorian era would have been a whole lot more comfortable if they had flip-flops too, but they didn't. Okay, so those are some writing papers. This page, more playing cards, nice little truck, and as you can see, there are some fancy paper clips. And they are holding some cards on the other side. And these cards are held together with baby brads. So you can write on them or just take them all the way out. And I have put suggested topics on here for, if you think about it, although XYZ, you can write when XYZ. Or let me see what I have on this one. Since XYZ. So these cards are all kind of just giving you little hints if whoever I give it to gets stuck on what to write about. This is, I guess, if you looked at last week's video, this is the paper that I did last week of the faux rice paper. And I love this. I love it that it's clear. I love that you can paint on it. This was just a lot of fun. So if you use one of these pens, you can write on this just like you'd write on anything else. And this was really fun, the faux rice paper. Okay, more empty pages for the person to fill up. So we have some kind of, I don't know, not legal paper. Oh, what do you call it? Just kind of math paper, I guess. Here you have some dyed paper. I love dyeing paper. And the colors through the book are kind of pink and blue. So we have kind of pinkish papers here for writing. And this page has a nice little flower at the bottom. So that's for writing. And here is, we're almost to the middle of the signature. And I've used envelopes. And this envelope has a tag. And this tag is available for, for writing on the back of. And never stop exploring. And then also within this envelope is more writing paper. So you can write on here, oops, upside down. Write on here and just kind of tuck it away. Just tuck it away, and if you want something to look a little on the hidden side, then that might be on the little hidden side. And this is the middle of the signature. And here we are with flip-flops again, because I do dearly love flip-flops. And this is, on my last video, I did this page where I applied the, I think, Mod Podge and water to tissue paper, and I stenciled this and then covered it on an atlas page. I really, really like that process. So this is the middle of the signature, and I just want to encourage everyone to be thankful, because we have so much to be thankful for. On the other side is another envelope and yet another tag, and be true to you. I really like these big fat tags to write on, and the thoughtful lady, and she stands there thinking about her summer. I guess that's what she's thinking about. Anyway, so that is the middle. Then we go to the other side. This again is another example of the faux rice paper and how I stenciled it. And inside this is another big fat tag to write on. And it says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." And plenty of space for writing. And then you could slip it right back in to your faux rice paper pocket. And I use quite a bit of washi tape here to just kind of give it some extra decoration, I guess. Here we have more of our our dyed paper, and the other side of our our column paper, and then the other side of our rice paper for writing with our XOXO and our little froggy. And so all the lines are there, and as you can see, it's hold on, I don't have any white paper here that I can hold to the back of this, so you can see, if you didn't look at the last sorry, if you didn't get a chance to look at the last video, this is just so much fun to make, and it's fun to write on too. Okay, that leads us to this page, and I'm going to hurry up so it doesn't get to be too long. This page I really enjoy doing, because it just kind of opens up here, and you've got writing paper here, and then once it closes, and you can open this part, and there's more paper here that you can write on or do figures on, or whatever you might choose to do, and close it back up with your little clip. Okay, let me get the clip on here. And on the other side, you have more cards where you can jot your notes. And again, I'm so very thankful. Just ways to get you started on your writing, things to smile about. So the cards just kind of give the owner of the journal a little nudge as to what they might write about. Some people, just takes them a little while to think about what to write about. More writing pages. And this page. Now, This is also the faux rice paper and stencil and drawing. And it's also a pocket, so we've got paper here for more writing if they choose to. And this is a cutout from one of the, one of the paper books, so they can write on the back of this, and then just kind of tuck it right on back in here to kind of, yeah, to make the picture complete. That was fun to do. And on this side, we have more flowers with the napkin. Should always be grateful. That's a recurring theme in my journals. And then in the very back, some little notes, just little notes to yourself or to remind yourself how wonderful you are or how wonderful whoever is. Anyway, that is my single signature journal. And like I said, it just it's modern and it's vintage, and it's just very pleasing to me. So I call it a Junkish journal, and I hope you really enjoyed this little video. All right, if you liked it, please give me a thumb up and subscribe, okay? Thank you very much. Bye-bye.